All right. Okay, start with this, and then we're going to just take a file of many files to file into the file. Once the file's been filed, we can file that file into a file with many other files and many other files. Hey everyone, back again. Welcome into another video review. This time, once again, we're doing yet again another amazing and emotional live stream. Super excited once again. Good morning. Hello, Nightmare Shadow Freddy 1995. I will consider all options for this. As we this time we're doing yet again another special that is live. This is the Hastings of all summerness. Once again, continuation of my previous stream that I did. Sorry, I'm just thrilled and it looks like I've been in. It looks like we'll do a success. Oh, hold on. And we're so sorry about this. I had to. Okay. So, all right. If I were to write season 5 of Stories of Sodor, would you give it a proper ending? I honestly, two ways I would have ended season 5. Either leave it at munitions and then leave it on a cliffhanger and then have the rest of season 5 go to season 6 kind of thing. Or alternatively, plot armor, you know, this, that, and whatnot. Oh, goody! It is I, Daniel Brooks. I am the Bacon of O Canada. Hooray! Yeah. So. Well, funny enough, I do have a Colin Lynch's rear in the works, and it's going to be essentially it's going to be just like how it was meant to be. So I'm basically spearheading the project of that. I'm also, funny enough, I'm also spearheading the Transformers Unlikely Fandom project. So that will be exciting for sure. Now then, because basically how it was meant to be with Call of Legends was Boko was meant to return, and Derek was supposed to have a bigger role, amongst other reasons. And of course, I even have, and I'm happy to say this, but my dear friend, Trains Number One Productions, Navy, has offered to be the voice of Lady Hat and Caroline. I'm so happy for him. He's really exercised his vocal vocabulary so well to the expertise of many, and it's just so outstanding to this point. I'm so like, and funny enough, 5 minutes ago we were talking about this in a VC on Discord. It was so fun. It really was. So hooray! 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 Hello there, Nathaniel, the Multi-Fandom Fan Productions. Great to see you. Great to see you, my amigo of Asparande. Asparande. I wonder what that. Anyway. Let's see. Okay. That's a good question. I'll hope to figure that out. What would I change about Transformers Cybertron? Man, I wouldn't change much. Okay, 3 things I would wanted to see. A little bit more, let's just say a little bit more interaction between, I don't know, at least, because, of course, some of the characters that we saw in Armada Energon, like, I'd love to see, the fates of what happened to Snowcat and Demolisher in Cybertron. Be curious to see about that. Same with Autobots like Rodimus, Bulkhead, amongst others. Would have been interesting to see that. The other thing I would like to see, well, basically, even though we saw it at the very end of the series, would have been nice to see like Kobayashi proposing to Lori. Like that would have been so cool, and we would have just like that would have been so cool. Add that, and then basically, years later, and then have all four ships rise into the sky to build the giant space bridge project in memory of Vector Prime, kind of thing. The third and final thing I would have wanted to see is basically Vector Prime vanquishing Galvatronus in the afterlife. It would have been so cool to see. Which, okay. Sorry. Stupid, weird looking number there on my phone. All right. But basically, how does it go here? Well, here's the thing. Nope. Essentially, well, since you mentioned up the fact of Tugs, there is some exciting things I have to say. It was amazing to see the memories and the whatnot. That, of course, the following. Wilder Western mentioned about Tugs in his recent video, and finally collaborated with Victor Tanzig. It's going to come very soon on Victor's channel. We are going to see Wilder Western and Victor Tanzig on together in the stories of Sodor. It will be amazing. They are going to work together so well, and soon, very, very soon, we are going to see the OC named Elaine. It will be amazing to see Elaine, the violent, violent. Yes, indeed. Yes, and yes, indeed. If I wrote Thomas and Friends Season 8, what would I change? I would change the following as follows. I would have to say that all we're going to see cross continuity. We would have episodes with Murdoch in at least 5 of them. Then we would have stories. Season 8, actually, we would also introduce the following characters in Season 8. Richard the New Engine, Dudley the Vagrant Engine, and many, many more. Because I can see through to the end. Also, the fact that we could see in season 8 of the following in the matter that, yes, of course, we would see more of Sir Topham Hatt and the Fast Controller interacting, father and son. Also, of the fact we would see the growth of the grandchildren and many things that to see. The 10 coaches would have an episode to themselves. Yes, even the fact of the matter, it also would work so well. Thank you. Hello there, Island Soda and Rear Tales. Only thing I would change about it is 2 things. Add Drawlin to the mix, like add Drawlin, the tugboat, like have him in the series, and make sure that there's actual interaction between Tugs and Tomas. The Age of the Prime Lines. Okay, I'm going to show this off again because I don't think because I just sorry, clear my throat here and whatnot. In my card of happiness, card of happiness. Anyway, now aside from B127, Cosmos Wheeljack, and Elito 1, Solus and Prima Prime looked so amazing. Like, all the 13 primes, and then there's Star Convoy. Megatronus looked amazing too. And we did get more reveals of the other primes. So, I cannot wait to just absolutely review all the primes. I just can't wait. They both are equal in their own right, so there's that. Wait then. Okay. Let's just see. Well, I did a. That's funny enough. One of my what could have beens I did on my channel. In fact, I'll show you right now. Just so, just to give you a bit of context. I think it was in number. Just give me a sec here. That's that one. But over here, we're gonna share. Okay, let's try this again.
Stop! Toby, stop! Toby, stop! Stay out of my way, boy! No! The trouble as is. Yeah, I agree with him. My name is Tobias! James, what are you doing? I'm saving your life! Now go, Thomas, go! But James, go!
All right.
James! I'm gonna go now. Oh, no, you're not, boy. Get back here. Oh, no. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. They broke. Ha, 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 ha. And you thought you could get rid of me. Oh, no chance. Huh?
And that was part 3. And now, The most anticipated time of the year. Hold on. I'm getting to you. We have. I mean, it's basically if there was a Uno reverse card for Thomas, like actually being brought back by the Reverend W. Archery. And we must not forget the most imperative character of the movie. That line delivery I did was so good. It's just too good. I love it. Therion. Well, the thing is, Mickey, like the fact that he died in munitions. Well, he must have barely survived, and it wasn't acknowledged or told about in the Tugs episodics. Just depending on the version of Tugs you've watched, like whether it's the 20-minute cut edition, the unedited version, the TV series version, the film version, the DVD version, the 4K version, the 8K version, the 2K version, the 7K version, and the many other versions. It's like, damn. And yes, I see the chat there. All right. If there was okay, let's hear your sequel cast, Eagleman Studios, who I am aware is, and I know you've told me it's you used to be Transformers fan 500 Kane / something. Basically, if you're wondering, this is the guy here that was Daggeron in my Solar Solaris project I did back in 2023. And I've got quite a handful of projects up my alley. So, there's that. Now then, how would I rewrite Blue's Clues Mountain Mystery? Well, Blue's Clues Mountain Mystery, I would probably have it a bit of a exemplary story on it, like a episodic flashback ground into the mines and whatnot about Victor's origin, his build, his interaction with Gustavo and such, uh, and many other engines like Lorenzo, Pepe, also Gina and many others. That sounds familiar. Anyway, I will also include the events of Inner Demon into. Yeah, I wouldn't. The story Inner Demon by Narrow Gauge. I would include elements of that story into Blue Mountain Mystery, and basically that'd be the antagonist outside of Diesel, Luke's demon, which is basically, um, you know, his dark side sort of thing, his this, that, and whatnot, and basically the Formalitan apology. Uh, then basically and basically instead of Thomas, I would take the whole Thomas trying to save Luke up the hill and have Scarloey, Peter, Sam, or Duke involved in the story, because yes, while it may have been interesting at the time, that scene has now been viewed as a childish antic sort of scene. So I'm hoping, because sorry about that. But now, but what's, huh? I don't understand. Okay, this is okay. Um, Basically, rewriting down the mine, like the pilot or the actual episode. Honestly, if it was the actual episode, I would have incorporated elements of the pilot into the actual episode, basically, like maybe, I don't know, because long ago, miners digging for lead made tunnels underground. Their trucks are strong enough, the weight was strong enough to hold up trucks, but not the weight of the Fat Controller. A large notice warned him not to enter the area. Danger! Fat controllers must not pass this point. Okay, I'm going to address. Okay, it's up to you, but it's the whole separating art from the artist thing. Just don't credit Richard Jordan. Just don't. And I'm not going to say much, but very soon we are going to see the true fate. Finally, 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 finally. So anyway, Da-da-da-da-da. Okay. Where in the hell? Ridiculous. Shit. Sorry, I'm just looking at. Okay. Honestly, let me be clear. A lot of the fandom want him annexed from the fandom as a result. Well, okay. The equivalent of McDonald's in Thomas is MC Bun. Like the MC Bun cafe shop, whatnot. Because, because there's like in the music video, you see the Fat Controller eating like a lot of cake, a lot of sweets and such. Now, the reason why McDonald's is added to fan series like myself, is because, now, yes, people have also used KFC, McDonald's, as I mentioned, and a few other restaurants. I mean, it's pretty funny. All right, let me be clear. Like, banishment is basically like essentially like something along the lines of this. Just trying to think. Oh yeah, you get the chance to write stories and make things great, but you chose to tarnish them, just like others before you. You've betrayed the fandom and your fans, and you betrayed me. Go. Take your stories and leave. You are now banished from the Thomas fandom. It didn't have to end this way. Like, I would have, a lot of people were thinking that, just like myself. I don't know what that is, restaurant or not, I don't know. Yes, I know I've referenced Transformers 1, and yes, you're going to see parodies from that movie on my channel coming very, very soon. 5 of them at least. And one of them, I'm gonna say right now, is the final battle. Like, it's gonna be the final battle in full context. Like, basically, it's basically like the final battle between D16 and Sentinel Prime. Oh yeah, that's one of the figures that's on the way, funny enough, which I'm going to review, and I can't wait to dissect and review them. After watching Prime vs. Prime's review on Sentinel Prime, a lot of Primes in that one, yeah. It's a shame you can't literally rip him apart like in the movie. Like, instead of a mushroom peg, it's all like attached by screws. But you can, but it might strip the screws if you keep. Easy way around it. Post-production. There. Done. So, but it's a shame that there's no sequel yet to Transformers 1. Because apparently the license that Paramount has is up until 2027. And apparently I read today that Michael Bay has confirmed to direct yet another film. So does that mean the Last Night sequel? Does that mean the Rise of the Beast sequel? Does that mean the Bumblebee sequel? Oh, no, wait. Rise of the Beast is a sequel to Bumblebee, so that doesn't count. I would love to see the Rise of the Beast director come back. The way he directed Rise of the Beast was pretty epic. We need to see more Transformers movie like this. That is a story for another day. I'm sorry. I don't know how to answer that. look, I already talked about Richard Jordan on a stream like a couple of times, and I even had to give counseling to people who looked up to him. A lot of people. It took me 5 hours for counseling on my friends. 5 hours. I mean, even some of my friends who were in the stream I did about Richard Jordan. Oh, your sequel trilogy to the Unicron trilogy. All right. Well, because the ending of Cybertron. Well, yeah. Well, actually, that was one of my what could have beens. Instead of Percy, I used Oliver. Since they're brothers and Oliver was once a tram engine kind of thing. So I kind of did that in my universe. I was shocked. And, well, okay. First and foremost, I was shocked. I was like this for a good 5 minutes. And then I basically was about to rant and rage and all that stuff. I didn't want to waste my breath on it. Aside from that stream I did. Okay, so that's interesting. Transformers Unicron, Transformers Primus, and Transformers Earth. But we had Earthspark. Wait a minute. Isn't there going to be a season 4 of Earthspark? Because the way the season 3 finale ended, it was like a bit of a cliffhanger. Yes, the day was saved. The Quintessons were destroyed. Terratronus saved the day. And the Decepticons are missing in action. What happened to them? Can we get further context? I'd like to know. Man, I think since Transformers Animated and all the deleted scenes and the missing final part to it, my goodness, the fandom has grown even stronger. Unicron cast. Okay, let's hear your cast, and I'll be right back. Well, okay. I'm back, by the way. Okay, so that would be interesting if he had escaped Terratronus when he and the Decepticons were still trapped in the dome there. That would be something. Because technically, it was him and the remains of you know of Spitfire and and the shoot. Sorry, it's been some time since I've seen the other Terran that turns into a tow truck. That guy is what I'm talking about. Okay, what's going on? Okay, something's going on with my. Okay, what's going on? Okay, now that we're back and safe and sound inside the island of Sodor. Well, that'd be interesting. I mean, obviously, like Jazz would be a part of it. It would just be like the whole, like Team Prime would be Optimus, Bumblebee, Ratchet, Jazz, Bulkhead, Sorry's father, of course, Sumdac. Who else? Oh yeah, Ironhide, Hot Rod, or Rodimus when he's uh, and then honestly, Megatron and the others, Megatron breaking free from prison with Lugnut, Shockwave, Blitzman kind of thing. Starscream, okay, he died. He died. So, and of course, Black Arachnia and Wasp Eater, I mean, they traveled back into the Beast Wars era, so that's going to be quite a fun episode. In some ways, that'd be interesting. Also, interesting the alliance with Lockdown and Oil Slick. That'd be quite amazing to see. I am working on a fanfic, funny enough, which is actually, you would have seen the trailer for the upcoming project that I have in the works. It's a long-standing project called Ivy's Journey. And this is talking about my Transformers human OC, Ivy, and she has the voice of an angel who overcomes adversity. And actually, I'm not going to spoil much, but she also comes, she overcomes a lot in her life. It's an 11-part fanfic. I've only gone through the first 9 parts successfully. Part 10 is going to be long, and part 11 is going to be even longer. Because let's just say almost every Decepticon is going to be involved. Almost everything imaginable. The Predacons, Gestalt's going to be involved. Titan's going to be involved. Black Zarak, Mega Zarak, Scorponok, that kind of thing. Is this a fan? Is this a fan deleted? Is this a fan made deleted scene, or is this an actual deleted scene? Because the last time Slipstream was shown in animated, we saw her and the other Starscream clones jettisoned into space by Sentinel Prime when they vossed into the air in the Decepticon Air episode, and we never see them. We never see them to this point again. So this has to surely be The oh, but I believe, I believe, I believe, I believe, I believe, I believe. Real deal. Because I remember seeing there was a compilation of the deleted scenes of TF Animated by Keegan Carley, and she did pretty well showing off those deleted scenes. Because for TFCon 2035, that's when Soda Origins will be premiering in one of the TFCon conventions, wherever it's going to be held in 2035. That's where it's going to be. So of course, to make a lot of calls and pull some strings here and there to make that happen. So, and of course, script work and whatnot. So, oh, hello there, Carlos. Great to see you. I'm so sorry. Look. I'm not trying to be. Look. You know, with today's terminology, as well as say. I mean, anywho's. I think going back to that. I think they're both equal in their own right. So there's that. Also, okay. So, I just did a poll just now on this very stream. Which trains model do you want me to have released once completed? And the options are Vinny, Lorenzo Mbappe, Nelson the Transport Lorry from the pack, and in quotations, the bus. And no, not the Magic School Bus, since that's already been dealt with. Although there's the other 90 forms I'm going to do. And Lexi, I know what you're going to say. For my mental sanity, look. Going back to this. Well, I haven't decided what I'm going to do with Allegretti from beyond my annotation of Allegretti's apples from Barrett Truck. Jane and John, or Jane/John, haven't decided what I'm going to do. I know I'm going to plan to adapt that story, What's in a Name. Well, anyway. You want to see a sneak peek of my fanfic? Be warned. There's a lot of cross-continuity with this. It can get confusing, and the first 2 or 3 parts are going to be... how should I say this? How should I say this very... let's see. No. I'm trying to... Modified. Sorry. There we go. Yeah, perfect. All right. But the question is, because I officially have correction. Parts 1 through 8 are ready, and part 9 is I got to get finalized. So, which part do you want me to go to? The beginning, the middle, or at some point? Because there's a lot of good parts. And let's just say some of the bits, viewer discretion is technically advised. And even though it's just text and not audio or any clips of it, because I do plan to have, it's going to be like it's going to be separate from Soda Origins, so, but technically connected in a way. Beginning. So you want me to go way back to part 1? I'll show a good part of part 1, and then I'm going to show you, Hello, Jake. Jake. Oh, that's hilarious. And pretty creative, too, I'll say. All right, I'm going to find a good part of this. Okay, I gotta find a good part of this. So if okay, all right, so I only show like a bit of this for about I don't know a couple minutes or so. So it's all right. Okay. Forgive me for this. Okay. Let's see. Share. There we go. Share the screen. So we're going to do this way here. I'll get back to you in a minute. So, here we go. All right. And with that being said, that's that's pretty much that part right there. Okay. Includes. All right. So back to this. How many characters currently deceased in my headcanon or series? Okay. So technically, the following characters that are deceased, including Transformers, because they're crossover. So pretty much AoE Galvatron, Jhaxus, Megatronus, Menasor, friggin' uh, what else? The old controller, even though he's considered a dirt character, a character filled of dirt. There's 5. Then there's Regaby and 87546. Well, Regaby and Cecil are both deceased in my universe. 9462 is technically like somewhere. Alfred is, well, technically he's a ghost, and so is Afton. So if you're wondering about that, Carlos. And Swine 9 is amazing with a lot of things. You're really dead. You're taking. Yeah. I just talked about that. Okay. Oh my goodness! It's a 1 hour, 1 minute and 5 seconds into the stream, or is it 1 hour 5 minutes? I don't know. But yes, as I look towards the table, I table the telephone. Oh, and who's this on the telephone? Hello? Yes? How you doing? Good? Good. Okay? Perfect. Okay. See you soon. Bye. Oh, and what's this? Another call. Hello? Yes? Okay. No, I'm doing something. Thank you. And goodbye. All right. Sorry, I just getting these random calls. It's like I'm So make sure to like, make sure to subscribe, make sure to comment, make sure to support the Patreon, make sure to pay the Patreon. Thank you. Because without your contribution, nothing will be had as well. Anyways, impossible. I did. You didn't see it? You didn't see the fan. I showed it off for about, I showed it for about like, hold on. How was it? That's so unheard of. Well, at least about, I don't know, 50,000? 50,000 characters. Anyways, let's try this again. Okay, now can you see it? Now can you see the text? If so, say yes. Do we have a yes? Okay, perfect. So this is what we have so far. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. All right. So you did see it. You saw what okay, good. So there's a lot of cross continuity. You may have seen you may have seen the angriest gamer you ever heard. He's the angry Nintendo nerd. He's the angry Atari Sega nerd. He's the angry video game nerd. I saw his recent review on the Metroid trilogy. It was pretty cool and funny and hilarious and educational. I mean, well, okay. Technically, the main characters that you see on screen, and then like, let's see, trees, fields, flowers, no animals. I want to make that very clear. No animals at all. Okay, Pegasus for that one story I did a couple years back, but that was like a what if story with Pegasus. He's technically still alive in my universe. So if you're really wondering about, because my series is basically about universes and time and such. So that's what's really neat about it. Now then, no. Would I say I would recall him to what? Sort of the Retold and Untold season 2. Okay, that's oh my god. I mean, I don't know what to say. It's something. But I have no idea what you took in the and I'm going to copy the file link. And now I'm going to send the link in the chat. And then with that being said, everyone, that's the end of this live stream. Thank you so much for watching. Until the next time we see each other, everyone. Take care, everyone. See you. Have a good day. Catch you later. Bye-bye.